Hey folks, it's Chad here at Airstream of Greensboro, and today we are going to show you the top 3 selling Airstream International floor plans, and that's going to be the 23 that's right there, the 25 that is over there, and the 27 that's way down yonder. Now, there are 5 floor plans. I don't know where that came from. There's 5 floor plans in the International lineup, the 23, the 25, and 27. There's also the 28 RB and the 30 RB as well. Now, these 3 that we're going to show you today, those are the top sellers, and that's why we're focusing on them. Now, behind the camera is Laura. She's going to give her input as well. Let's get into showing the 23 foot now. All right, on the 23 foot, the main thing I want to talk about here is going to be the storage. On the 23, your main storage is going to be this area right here, and we've got the power cord in there. It's also going to be a 30 amp only camper. There's no option for a second AC. Now, you can get a twin bed version of this camper, and that's going to have 3 compartments going around the front, just like you see on all the other twin beds, which the 25 foot is a twin bed. Now, coming forward, we've got our water heater, power right there, 2 really nice large windows that are going to overlook your campsite, and that is one of the big benefits to the 23 foot is having those 2 large windows. Coming around back, of course, we do have the bumper storage. We're going to see that on all of them. We're going to have 1 single window here instead of the panoramic window on the 23 foot. Backup camera, of course, is going to be standard. And then coming around to the campsite side, we've got our sewer connections in the back. We've got our water here towards the rear and the outside shower. And then way more towards the front, you're going to have your smart plugs for your cable input, the Cat 6 input, and your power, and then your potable water fill is going to be right there on the 23 foot. Now, all of the Internationals are going to be powered awnings with manual stabilizers. The fronts are basically going to be the same. Now, all of the three that we're showing you, they all have the lithium battery package. That is an option from Airstream now, so you can do solar with lithium, solar only, or no solar. That is optional. Moving to the inside, this one is a 2024.5, so we have the new door handle. Laura's going to swing around and show you that real quick. So you got a new door handle on the inside, and it won't lock you out, which is quite nice. I mean, it can still lock you out, you can lock it, but it won't automatically lock you out. Let me have the camera real quick. And we've got a new door handle on the outside for the 24.5s. We have 124 that we're going to end up showing you that doesn't have that door handle. There also apparently is a new radio for the 24.5s. We'll see if that stays consistent over on the 27 foot because it's also a 0.5. It may not be. Well, we don't know. You're going to have to watch the video to find out. So the 23 foot International is the same floor plan as the 23 foot Flying Cloud. We are going to have a nice little pull out pantry here, which is going to be the same as the 25 foot Flying Cloud. You're going to see a difference with the pantry when we get to the 27. We have kind of this kitchen, which is actually, it's a fairly good space there. I mean, for countertop space. You know, more countertop space here than the 25 foot. Now, storage is going to be different. We're going to have the smaller area here with the little pull-out doors. Not very deep. And we do have a trash can right there. It's kind of the size of ours.
Bigger than ours.
Bigger? Okay.
Maybe.
Still
maybe
bigger.
Not.
Okay. The optional convection microwave. And if you don't opt for this, you're just going to get a propane oven right there. And then the 3-burner Furrion stovetop. I think that needs to be in there anymore, but we're going to put it back. Of course, it does have the vent that vents to the outside. And we've got one of our storage lockers up here above the kitchen area for storage in the kitchen. And then your port windows on this floor plan are going to be looking out the back side of the camper. So if you're washing dishes, that's going to be your view there. And there's a pull down shade for that area. And then swinging around, you come over here, I'm going to go that way. You have your dinette. Now, I've talked about this dinette in all of my videos. It's going to be, in my opinion, a 2-person dinette. But you can spin this around, and there it is. No, it's out. Huh. It was already out. I was fussing with it and it was already out. So you can move this. One of the things I like is you can kind of come back like that. It's quite nice. But Laura can kind of show right here there's not really, like, there's a seat here, but if I'm sitting here, there's nowhere, nobody can sit there. Maybe you could have, you know, a grandkid here in their knees or a couple of grandkids there. But this is not, this U-shaped dinette is not a 4-person dinette, really. You could probably do it, it's just going to be tight. But if you had, you know, somebody on this side, somebody on that side, you know, it's easy 2 people. And then, of course, you can turn it sideways and kind of arrange it like that as well. Now we're going to have a different style refrigerator in this camper and the 23 versus the 25 and 27. So this is a, I don't even know how you say it, Nova Cool with a K, where you're going to have a Norcold fridge in the other 2. We've got one of our wardrobes right here for the 23 foot. Big wardrobe, actually, quite large.
And there's the cover for the sink.
Yep. And then over here we have another large wardrobe. I mean, like, wardrobe size, this has got massive wardrobe. And under that's going to be 2 drawers right there. And then one below it, full extension. And then this is the queen bed option. And I talk about this a lot. But with the queen bed, it's going to be a 75-inch bed. I don't remember how wide it is. We can flash it on the screen if Laura remembers when she's editing. But if you're on this side of the camper and you need to get up at night where all these boxes are, the only way to really get up is to shimmy all the way down to the bottom. There is a little nightstand right there. That's the only nightstand that you have for the queen bed version. You can get a twin bed in the 23 foot, which I think is the way to do the 23. Get the twin bed, you have a nice long aisle that goes through the middle, you got a nightstand in the middle for both sides, and you can easily get up at night. TV here, it does swing all the way around, so you can see it from the kitchen dinette area, I should say dinette area, right? And we didn't mention, we've got the lockers up here.
We showed those.
Really? Okay.
Maybe we didn't. We showed the ones on the other side.
The other side, okay. And you've got your ports here, you got an inverted circuit right there. There's another locker on the front. So for a 23-foot floor plan, there's a ton of interior storage.
And under bed storage, right?
Oh yeah, I didn't show that. That's why I got Laura. She keeps me straight. So you got all of this storage underneath. Lots of storage underneath. I mean, huge. And those bins can pull out to the front. See that? You also see the real wood. I guess real solid wood. It's an Airstream.
What? Can you open this door?
Yeah.
I assume that would open all the way under bed, but I guess it's just a little
No, it's just this little area there.
Which I've said before, Airstream doesn't really waste space.
Well, they give you the storage. Even like this corner, like you can't access this corner from outside, but it's here.
Like you could put something in that.
Yeah, put pillows in there, blanket,
closing
coats,
it off.
Clothing, underwear. That could be your dirty clothes storage. You gotta have somewhere to put that. So what do you think of the, I'm like talking really fast. We're trying to do a lot of stuff in one video. What do you think of the 23 foot?
I don't mind. Oh, we didn't do the bathroom.
Oh, bathroom. You want to do the bathroom?
Sure, I can do the bathroom. Bathroom is at the very back of the camper, right? This is
yes, the rear bath.
I'll do chads of walking in and sitting on the toilet. Plenty of room in the bathroom.
Yeah, there's a ton of room in this bathroom.
I'm sure the 25 and the 27, it's a much tighter fit. You've got nice storage under the sink there, and there's where your toilet paper is.
And it's easy to open.
And then you've got that sliding door here, and then just a whole opening underneath.
Yep. That toilet, Laura isn't just short, she is short, but that toilet does sit high on the
5'6". I'm average height,
yeah.
I think, for women. But it is high.
It is high. It's high for me.
You'd almost want to like get a squatty potty or whatever the things are called if you're a little bit shorter. You've got a sink here. You've got a nice pull-out mirror here that is magnification on the other side for you ladies who need to do your makeup or something on the road.
And then this is going to have one of the larger showers.
Man, it's huge.
Yep. Definitely
Height-wise,
larger.
it's about the same height, but around you have a lot more room. Something else we've talked about before is this one, the shelf seat does not go all the way down, so you feel like you have more room because you're not straddling the seat that you see in the other units. This pulls off. Nice shower head there. And you have space here, and space here to put your shampoo, your toiletries.
Soaps, all that kind of stuff.
So the 23 is a smaller unit, but I feel like you've got...
It's definitely a bigger bathroom.
Bigger bathroom and different storage in the other than the other ones. How was that?
Good job.
Thank you.
Okay, so bigger bathroom. It is a bigger bathroom, like for the 23 foot compared to the 25 and 27. So that's definitely something to consider. So Les, we're gonna walk now over to the 25 foot.
Yep.
You wanna see a trick? Oops.
Oh, 3 clicks.
3 clicks and it rotates around. We're learning something. We're learning new things with our camera every day.
Every time we shoot.
Now here's the cool thing. I have a video of each of these floor plans. A single video that's gonna be like 45 minutes plus long. So if you're interested in like more into the 23 or more in the 25 or more in the 27, we'll link those below so you can go straight to those videos and watch those, you know, like the full walk around of those floor plans. Now the 25, this particular 25 is a twin bed. So we're gonna have the 3 outside storage compartments. We've got that one, which will be very similar even on the 23 foot. You're gonna have very similar storage. It's a little bit different because the 23 is gonna be an 8 foot body. So width, 8 foot width body. The 25 is when you go to the 8 foot, 5.5 inch wide body. So you have 5.5 inches more width in this particular camper. And then you have that storage as well. And that, again, that's gonna be very similar to the 23 when it has its outside storage. Now, one of the things that Airstream does with their awnings that I love is they pretty much go from front cap to rear cap of the awning. So by going to the 25 foot, you're gonna have a longer awning than the 23 foot, and that's gonna also be true on the 27. We've got our water heater there. We've got outside power.
And you do get the powered awning on the International.
On all of the Internationals, yep. And then this one has the optional hatch, which you cannot get, obviously, in the 23 foot, because who would want their bedroom to have a door, I mean their bathroom to have a door this big in it. But you can get the hatch on the 25 or the 27. Backup camera standard. Ow.
Oh.
Watch out for the bumper. Bloopers. Ow.
You hit that hard.
Okay. We've got our smart plug on the opposite side on this particular camper with the furnace right there. So that's going to be 50 amp, because we do have the option to have 2 ACs on the International 25 foot. So a 15 and a 13. On the 23 foot, it's only going to be a 13.5 AC. So that's going to be a 50 amp there. We've got our water, city water fill, our black tank flush. We've got our potable water fill. It's going to be right here kind of towards the front, as well as your sewer connections are going to be right there, more towards the front than the back. And I'm not sure, we have a 25 foot, that's all we've ever owned, and it being right there seems to be perfectly fine for us. I don't know if there's if it's better for it to be more towards the front or towards the back. You guys tell us in the comments if you've got experience with both, as far as sewer connections being in the front or the back. Now going inside this camper, it's still going to be a rear door entry. These are all front beds. And then, oh, this is the old handle. So this will be a 24 model. Airstream like to make it confusing by adding a mid-year update. That's the 24.
A 24 model or any of the previous model years.
Yes, that is correct. So now we're in the 25, which is immediately significantly more spacious. Like, it's not what 5 foot to 23 to 25. It's really like, I think like actual distance is like a 3 foot difference, but it's wider because you're 5.5 inches wider, and it's longer. So 25, we're going to go to the rear dinette. You have this fantastic dinette. Again, this one has the hatch, that's optional. You've got the storage above there, which is going to be very similar to the storage we saw, you know, just in the 23. We have more storage compartments here. Now this has got the JL audio, but it's a 24. So we're going to find out when we walk over to the 27 if they've went to a different radio or if just the 23 has that radio. So we'll see. Now, dinette wise, this is a true 4-person dinette versus the 23, which is really a 2-person dinette. And if you don't do the hatch, if you don't have the hatch option, there's even more room in this space. And Laura conveniently sat down on the really nice sofa here. There's Laura modeling the sofa, which, oh, well, way to be a little Airstream
little
model.
Vanna White.
Little Vanna White. But you have, you know, significantly more space to be able to entertain folks if you decide to let people come in. Hand that back over to Laura. But we have plenty of room to sleep people here. And I didn't mention in the 25, that dinette obviously does
23.
make it to 23, sorry, does make it to a bed, and you can sleep 2 kids there. You could probably sleep 2 adults tight. Definitely 1 adult fairly easy, and it's 76 inches long, so I fit in there fairly easy. Now this section you can lay down. If you watch my full video of the 25 foot, you're going to see me lay down on both sides and actually demonstrate the sleeping areas. But all of this turns into sleeping. We're also going to have lots of storage in this model. Probably should not let that slam down like that, but so lots of storage underneath. We're gonna have a ton of storage in the kitchen area. We've got these doors that open. Huge trash can. Jeez. Huge trash can. Now this top, you get that in the 23 foot. It was just in the closet. Pretty much the same size sink, I think. Undermounted stainless steel sink, square, which is nice. Laura's favorite feature. Now, one thing to notice.
You might have to catch it from underneath.
The window situation. Port windows on the campsite side. So when you're washing dishes, you can see out the windows, but you're looking out. Oh, we got a door
the door's there now.
The door's there, but you're looking out those windows. Your large windows are going to be on the non-campsite side, so the business side. Now, depending on your campground, that may be your neighbor. Or if you're in a really nice state park where there's just woods all around, it may be a fantastic view. But that's just something to think about with where the windows are. Now we're also going to have these pull-out drawers. You got your silverware organizer there, but then 2 more large pull-outs.
Deep drawers.
Deep drawers, and then of course the goofy little storage right there. And then we've got the same 3-burner stovetop that has the light right there. And then the vent that vents to the outside, we've got more storage above right there. I closed it on you. All right, and then the same pantry that was on the 23 foot is going to be on the 25. These shelves are adjustable. There's a little bit of extra storage down there.
Which was not in the 23.
Oh, it wasn't? Oh, nice. Okay. Or not nice. And then we've got this storage here. I call it the cereal box storage. We actually use it for cutting boards and something else. Laura can tell you. And then where you go to the 8 cubic foot Norcold refrigerator, I believe the 23 foot is a 6 cubic foot Nova Cool, however you say that name. Right there. Now, one thing I did notice about the 23, for hanging space, it's got a lot more hanging space than the 25 foot. So this is one of your closets for hanging space. And then we also have, with this being a twin bed, we've got this closet here, which if you do the queen bed option, the queen bed's gonna look very similar to the queen bed that was on the 23 foot back there, with the drawers underneath like that one had. The twin bed, you're just gonna have the extra wardrobe above. But the twin bed, I mean, think about this in the 23 foot, how much it opens that space up, makes the camper, I think, feel larger. And the same with the 25 foot. So you got 2 twin beds. They're 80 inches long. I believe they're 34 inches wide, maybe 36. Laura can throw that up there. You can check out the specs at airstream.com. We've got a big, large storage area above right there. We're also going to have storage under the twin beds on both sides. Lots of storage. And now the shower situation is going to be different. So that was a big shower there, and well, we had you in it. You're going to need to get in this shower, because it won't be a fair comparison if I get in it.
So I mentioned the height is about the same. This one's actually a little bit taller.
I was thinking that was the case.
So it is taller. The other one was, I feel like I was almost maxing out, but definitely less room standing. I mentioned that the shelf seat in there was open underneath, so you have more room for your legs to stand. To stand in here, you really have got to straddle that, you know, one leg on either side if you're gonna take up room in here. So that's something that would be cool to see. Maybe there's a structural reason why they've got to do this type of seat.
Maybe the wheels down there? I'm not sure. No, I don't think they're that far up. I'm really not sure.
But it would be cool to see them open that up, because I think it would change the feel of the shower. Same shower head or very similar shower head. I can't tell you if it's the same or not, but it comes off.
I think it's the same. So that is the shower.
And then toilet is lower, so I don't feel like my feet are dangling, but it is a tighter fit since it's not one room.
But we both fit in there fine, and we can shut the door.
Yeah, you've got storage, plenty of storage underneath.
Toilet paper holders back there.
Toilet paper, you've got a sliding door right here, and then you've got open doors underneath. And then you've got your mirror with storage there. Something I really like about the 23 is that they do have that mirror with the magnification option.
You'd rather have that than this mirror?
I'm not saying rather. I'm just saying it's nice. I mean, you could put one of those mirrors yourself right here, I'm sure, if it didn't.
Yep. Yeah, that's
that's
solid wood.
No, I'm just saying if you have room.
Oh, okay.
With that opening.
Just don't open it.
I don't know.
Okay. And then, of course, with all of the Internationals, you're going to get the really cool port window. I think all those screws. Somebody had to put each of these screws in.
Handcrafted.
Okay, so this is the 25.
Before we move on, something we haven't mentioned is the colors.
Colors, yeah, aqua.
The first two we've been in is aqua, so it's the only difference is this bluish.
Yeah, so the cushion and color is what changes. This changes. Everything else is going to stay the same. Cabinet color's the same. Countertop's the same. The laminates on the cabinets are the same. But when you opt for the other color, as the cushion is going to change. In the 27, which we're going to next, is the seashell. This is aqua. That was going to be seashell. I like the aqua. It tends to be the more popular one. I would say like a lot, like significantly more popular than the seashell. So we'll go check that out. Now let's think about this camper. Let's talk about this floor plan, which
flip the camera.
I think we're going to be a little biased on this one because
we've got a 25.
We have a 25. But I wonder when we go to the 27, how we're going to feel about that one, because that's the bigger version of this. But 25, between the 23 and 25, which one do you like better? The 25?
I like the 25, not just for the size, because the 23s we showed had so much storage that I feel like this one doesn't have. I mean, the bathroom in that one is great because it's so much bigger, but I like having the panoramic windows on either side. I think it really opens up the camper and allows you, just depending on where you're camping, you could have a great view on either side if it's a pull-through, a pull-in, or a pull-through space or a back-in space, versus the 23, you've got views out one side.
Right, just the front, and that's the bedroom area.
And we love our panoramic windows over the dinette.
Now you do have the large windows, the 23 on the campsite side,
yes.
So that's a plus. I mean, to me, the 23 is great for a specific buyer. You know, you're looking for something, because it's a lighter camper. I think its gross vehicle is like 5,000 pounds, and the tug weight is somewhere around 500 pounds. So you could tow that with a smaller truck, an SUV would tow that fairly well. When you go to the 25, you need a properly equipped, you know, half-ton truck, even maybe a 3/4 ton truck, depending on how you travel. All right. So if you like this video and, you know, all of our other videos, make sure you subscribe to the channel and click the like button. So this is the 27 foot. Now it is the queen bed model. You know how I know it's a queen bed model? We haven't even looked at it yet.
Storage.
Storage, yeah, there's no storage door. There's just gonna be the storage up front for the queen bed. Now if you go for the twin bed version of the 27 foot, the outside storage on the sides is going to be quite a bit larger. So, you know, on the 25 that we just looked at, this door was like, you know, that big. But if you do the twin bed version of it on the 27, the door is much larger. So you have more outside storage on the 27 foot for some reason, because the inside bed's the same. It's just they decided to make the doors bigger on the 27. So,
And this is, he said it's a queen. It's a, I don't know, the opposite of an east-west queen.
north-south.
North-south queen. I could have guessed that, which is why you get.
Did you show that storage?
Yeah.
Okay. So big compartment up front, but that's your only outside storage on this floor plan. It's just that front compartment that's behind the propane tanks. So something to consider. If you go with the twin bed option, you'll have a storage compartment right here. Bigger door, as I mentioned, be a much larger door than the 25. See how small that door is. We've got our water heater right there in the middle. We've got our outside power in the middle as well. Again, we do have a full video of the 27 foot as well as the 25 and the 23 foot. So drop down in the description to see the links for those videos. Now, this one does not have the hatch. So this would be what the back looks like without the hatch. And we're also going to get to see the inside dinette table without the hatch. You've got your bumper there. And then we've got the furnace in the back. We've got the same two large windows as the 25 foot right there. But this section right here, this is really where the extra space is, right here in the middle, in between these two windows. So we've got our two power ports right there. Well, power and then the data and coax TV. City water, black tank flush, potable waters right there. Your outside shower is going to be there. And then we've got our sewer towards the front, just like the 25 foot. Now here's the question I got. Do you think the 27 would have a heavier hitch weight or the 25?
I think you'd assume the 27, but I'm guessing not because I think it's a trick question.
It is a trick question. The 27 foot does have a slightly less tongue weight than the 25. Also, the overall weight is really not that far apart. I think it's less than like 1,000 pounds between the two. But the tongue weight is slightly lighter on the 27 foot for whatever reason with how it's laid out. Now this does have, like I said earlier, the lithium package. This is also a 24.5. We can easily figure that out because of the door handle. I hear, it's a rumor, that they are working on a chrome version of this.
I was wondering because it looks a little bit...
Not right?
Yeah.
I agree. That's... yeah, I thought it looked cool in the trade wind. That's when they first started. It was the trade wind. I think it looked cool there because they're doing that darker muted color for the strap going around. On the on these, I think it looks a little bit funny, but that's how you know if it's 24.5. And look at this. You're wondering what radio is going to be in the 27, and it's the
drum roll
JL audio. So I guess the 23 foot is getting that different radio. And then when you go to the 25 and up, you're getting the JL audio, which this is, of the two, the one I would want is a JL. I'm sure the other one's fine. But now the 25 foot, 27 foot, we're in the 27 foot now.
Yes.
Okay, 27 foot. It's going to be, oh, the lights aren't on. Okay. It's going to be very similar to the 25. It's going to feel like the 25. But it's actually larger. And one of the places you can see that with or length is right here in the kitchen. This is going to be where you notice the length because look at the size of that drawer. It's huge.
If you remember on the 25, the drawer was as wide as the silverware holder.
Yeah, it was. Yep. So it's like actually, I think the silverware holder's smaller in it. Okay,
well, good point of reference about how much.
Yeah, so quite a bit larger, and then there's still pull outs. And this is a goofy little door that folds down.
I'm all excited about a fourth door.
Yeah.
But you could fit Tupperware or cans down there.
And you got that one there too. Now swing around so they can see. I know we're jumping all over places because I'm ADD. So we've got the seashell color here. So the thing about the seashell, it's almost like a light gray.
Yeah.
To me, it has less contrast because it's very similar to your laminates there and your countertop. Now it is different than the blue in the compartments there. The lockers, as Airstream likes to call them. I really like the aqua, and I feel like it is the more popular. I don't know if this would age better. You know, like this is more neutral over the aqua, but I really like the color of aqua. I like the contrast that it gives. Now, as far as this section here, this is going to be essentially the same. This seat is a little bit wider on the 27 versus the 25, but the dinette is going to be the same. Now this dinette doesn't have the hatch, so the table is actually deeper than the hatch version, and I can actually scoot all the way against the wall. So if it had 4 people sitting here and maybe 2 large guys like myself, there's plenty of room. There's more room to sit here on the non-hatch version. Now 27 and 25 both have the option for the hatch. Either one of them, whether you get the 25 or the 27 with or without the hatch, you get a comparison of what those are going to be like today, because we got to see both. These lights, the switch is over there. Laura and I don't like that.
You want to show lockers?
Yeah. Okay, so lockers. Of course, we've got our hookups there, same as the 25. Yep.
I hope that was showing something.
It was showing something. And then we've got the lockers up here. And the back lights are nice. That's part of the International. Now, we are 5 rivet. We're proud of that. There you go. See it better.
It's all.
So, okay, we're 5 rivet. So we got that. Same size fridge. This would be the 8 cubic foot. This is how they ship it with this taped on. So same fridge as the 25 foot. Right there. And then, now one of the other areas you're going to notice different on the 27 is going to be the wardrobe area. You get basically a double wardrobe. Right there. And as opposed to the 25, we just have the single. Now,
show the pantry.
Arguably, probably the biggest thing is going to be the massive pantry.
It's huge.
Huge pantry.
But part of the reason it's so roomy is because you've got the convection.
True.
If you had the oven there, the microwave would be there and you'd lose.
You just lose it, like just
shelf.
This shelf up. You get the other 2 shelves, just this one up. And these become 2 separate doors with the, when you have the microwave. I don't think you can go wrong with either if you have the microwave or not. I think just go with the convection because the propane ovens aren't that great anyway. And then you get 3 shelves plus, think of all of the cooking sheets and cutting boards you could put right there.
So much room.
And we could put a box of cereal in there.
Chad really is craving some cereal right now, if you can't tell.
I love cereal. Okay. And so that's part. Now the bathroom is the same.
Should
so
we
even
flip?
though it's a bigger floor plan, you would think you'd have a bigger bathroom.
Do you want me to do the bathroom?
Oh, right.
Trying to steal my job. I've got one job here.
Now you're the camera operator.
You can say what you were saying, because I don't know what you were going to say about him.
Now you would think with the 27 foot you'd have a larger bathroom, but you don't. It's the same bathroom as the 25.
You also have less, I don't know what's under here, the wheels maybe?
I don't know.
I don't know what's under here, but you lose storage in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Because you don't have underneath. And then you've got, just like the older models, 2 doors here instead of door and the opening under here.
Same mirror.
And then same storage under there. And then
the shower is going to be the same.
shower is exactly the same. In case you don't believe me. Oh no. Yeah, same amount of room that you have in the other one.
Yeah, same foot situation, same shower head. Now, the bedroom is a spot that we're going to see a difference on the 27. So this one has the queen bed, the north to south. And one of the things I say a lot, if you ever come here to the store and hang out with me in person, I'll probably end up saying this at some point. It felt dark in here. That's why. If you're really wanting the queen bed, you're like, we have to have a queen bed. We're not doing the twin bed. We're 100% anti-twin bed. It's against our religion, whatever the case. If you're going to do a twin bed or a queen bed, the north-south in the 27, I think, is the logical one, because you can still walk. You can walk around. Like I can get up at night. You know, I can easily, lay down here.
I was showing them the room on this side. But both sleeping partners can easily get out of the bed on their own.
So I can easily jump up and go to the bathroom. Same thing on that side. Now, for us, if we have a twin bed, Rosie would be trying to lay somewhere in here. There's not enough room for her and us. So if you're going to do a queen bed, this would be the version I would say to do it on. You also, with the 27 foot, you're going to get nightstands on both sides with storage on both sides. right there. So you'll see that, and you've got power on both sides, as well as USB on both sides. So that is one of the things that I like about the 27 north-south, if you're going to do the queen bed on the north-south bed. And then, of course, you don't have the outside storage, but you do gain a ton of inside storage when you go to the 27 foot. So these bins can go right out the side here. You can pull these out each side. This does open and lets you get right to the front without having to raise the bed up. And you can access, like there's a little bit of way to access that inner outside storage there.
Barely.
Barely, but it's there. Now, if you do decide to go with the twin bed in the 27 foot, you're going to end up having about this much room at the end. So if you're taller than 80 inches, the twin bed 27 may be a good option because it's going to be an 80 inch bed, plus you've got another probably 5 inches or so of room in between the bed and this wall here. And you get 2 wardrobes in that right here.
With the twin.
With the twin on the 27 foot. 25, you just have the one that's on the campsite side, but on the 27 you get both. You get one on each side, and the TV kind of gets pushed out a little bit. So I'm trying to think of what else would be different. Now on the 27 and the 25, the second AC is optional. On the 25, you can get away with having just one AC at 15,000. So the second AC on the 27 and 28 floor plans, I think, is a must. I just don't think it would be wise to buy it, especially in our area. Maybe up north it would be okay. And then when you go to the 30 foot, the second AC is standard.
I will say too, we say our 1 AC has been enough. We have yet to camp in the dead of summer.
Yeah, May is the hottest we've kept camped so far.
And it was pretty mild.
Yeah.
Because it rained the whole weekend, so.
True. But from what I hear...
So at some point we'll camp like in Florida in August and let you know how 1 AC does.
No, we won't. No.
Worth a shot.
You definitely need 2 ACs if you're going to camp in Florida in the middle of summer. Okay, so 27 foot, you have more kitchen space, more counter space. You would love this. I think this is the one thing that Laura would be like happy about.
A lot of counter space.
Counter space is 25 is a little bit smaller. More wardrobe, storage, and then if you go with the twin bed, you have even more wardrobe storage or shelves. It has shelves in it as well, so you can do that. Bathroom's the same, shower's the same as the 25. It's really this middle section in the bedroom area is where you see that extra footage when you go from the 25 foot to the 27 foot. 25 foot I think is 25 6 inches. And then the 27 is actually 28 2 inches. Let me look it up. While I'm looking it up, you comment on the 27 foot.
I like the extra storage. Let me get this camera turned around and get out of the direct sun. I like the extra storage. As he said, I love the kitchen with the extra counter space. See if I can turn, although the camera won't let me turn right now because it has face track on. There you go. One thing with the newer models where they've taken that to be a door with storage instead of the fold-up counter, the 25 without that fold-up spot feels like it doesn't have any counter space. It really doesn't have any counter space, especially if you're using the sink and you don't have the sink cover on. So the 27, you get a lot more space there. Also, just the wardrobe being that much bigger, just overall, more storage is great. That being said, we don't use all of our storage.
No, we don't.
And so I think, I mean, for us, the 25 has worked really well.
It's perfect. I feel like the 25 is your, weekends, if you're going to go, maybe trips that you do, a couple of weeks at a time, maybe a month, that's going to be, sufficient. There we go.
Oh, thank you.
That's, the 25 is going to be perfect for that. Weekends, week long, maybe a month. The 27 is going to be better for that couple or that family that's maybe retired or, works remote, something like that, to where they can go 2, 3, 4, 5 months at a time.
I think, too, it's just the two of us right now. If we're ever traveling, even with a young kid, a baby, and having baby clothes and supplies,
well, yeah.
I think the 27, I think we would quickly use the storage in the 25.
We would use it much faster. Okay.
Or if, we had a second dog or something.
So, the 23.
I'm going to flip this back around.
Oh, okay. Well, you could have been in the camera too. So the 23 foot or 23 front bed. We call it 23 foot bed. 23 foot bed, front bed, foot bed. Is 23 feet 11 inches. That shocked me. I didn't think it was actually that long. 25 is 26 foot 2 inches, which is confusing because they call it a 25. The 27 is 28 foot 2 inches. And then the 28 is also 28 foot 2 inches. And then we go to the 30, which we don't have here. I think I have a video of the 30. I have a video of the 28, 20, 23, so we can put that down in the description. It is also 28 foot 2 inches, the same as the 27. Now, as far as weights go, your hitch weight on the 23 is going to be 500 pounds. On the 25 foot, it's going to be 860 pounds. And then on the 27, it's 850 pounds. So a little bit lighter, not much lighter, but... and then on your dry weights, your dry weight for the 23 is 5,100 pounds. On the 25 foot, it is 5,700 pounds. And on the 27, it's only 6,000 pounds. Did I say 600 pounds? I think I did say that.
I don't know. You listed lots of numbers and I kind of zoned out.
So this part's for the guys that are watching. So the 23 is 5,100 pounds. The 25 is 5,700 pounds. And the 27 is 6,000 pounds is your dry weight. And then the GVWR on the 23 is 6,000 pounds. On the 25, it is 7,300 pounds. And the 27 is 7,600 pounds. So a little bit more gross vehicle weight rating when you go to the 27 foot. But really, from an overall weight standpoint, between the 25 and 27, it's so small that it's really almost not a part of the conversation. And the tongue weight is actually less. Now, the 23, that is a much lighter camper. And it's also going to be a more shallow camper because it's only 8 foot wide versus the 8 foot 5.5 inches. So that's something to think about. But from a weight standpoint, I really think there's not much difference between the 25 and 27. It's really going to come down to price. 27 is going to be more expensive than the 25, and the 25 more than the 23. And then length. This is quite a bit longer. Not a lot longer, but it is longer. So, I mean, getting into camp spots, I think you'll notice this being a little bit longer. Laura has something she wants to say.
No, I was just bringing myself back in.
You are never out.
I mean, back in front of the camera.
So
which one's your favorite?
Oh, good question.
Put him on the spot.
Oh, let's go outside. It's hot in here. I haven't sweated this much in a long time. Let's go in the 25. The AC's on.
Oh, yeah, that sounds great.
Watch the here. Look, here in 25.
I was going to do that since
Oh, it's sitting here.
All right, we are now in the 25.
Oh, are we recording? Yeah.
Yeah, I never stopped. We are now, I'm putting that whole thing in there. We are now in the 25, which is plugged in, so we have the AC on.
Feels so nice.
So much better.
Okay. Yeah.
So which one was your favorite?
Well, I mean, it's between the 25 or the 27. So to me, the 23, it's small enough that with my size, it feels too small. Like the dinette, and the shower's great, the bathroom's great, but just the dinette gets me. With it being a U-shaped dinette. If they did a sofa there instead of a U-shaped dinette, I think I would be more open to the 23 front bed. I love our 25. I love it. But there are times when I would like to have a little bit more space, especially when we have Rosie in there. Not to the point where I would say, oh, let's get rid of the 25 and get a 27. No, that we're keeping our 25. I mean, it's not that much of a difference. But at this point, I think if you said which one would you pick, it would be the 27.
I like the 23. There's something I like about it. Maybe just a little more petite, and I think it's cute. Just that it's small. What Chad said, it would not be the right for the two of us. I like the space we have in the 25. We already tend to run into each other a little bit in the 25, especially with their dog. So the 23 would be way too cramped. If you and your travel partner like having a little bit less space, or just don't mind being closer quarters, the 23 would be great. Or if you're a solo traveler, I think the 23 gives you more room than a base camp or, teardrops of SOBs.
And you could make the dinette into just like a chaise lounge.
Yeah. And
just leave it that way all the time.
Yeah, the 23 gives you all the amenities of home that you want when you're in an RV without feeling like too much. I don't think I'm going to have much different to say than you. I love the 25. I'm biased to the 25. 10% level.
Sorry.
I'm biased to the 25 because that's what we have. But I do love the extra counter space you get in the kitchen. I love the extra storage space that you have in the middle. I think especially, or in the 27. The 27 twin, I think, would be my favorite.
27 twin. Well, now I didn't say that. So
I'm changing the rules.
You changed the rules. So between the three, you know, I would say the 27. But I'm a fan of the 27 or the twin bed. And I feel like any Airstream that we ever have, you know, in the future is going to be a twin bed. I just can't imagine us doing a queen bed. So with that said, yeah, a twin bed. Now the thing is, I wish we had a 28 RB to be able to have a part of this video. It's just we have the inventory we have. But I'd be curious to be what your thought would be on the 28 RB. Taking into consideration the 23, 25, and 27. Because that is a completely different floor plan. Where the 25 and 27, they're really kind of the same floor plan. 27 is just more room. And the 27 has been, it was the top seller last year. The 25 was the number 2, which is hilarious to me. It's basically the same floor plan. And then it's probably, I mean, I don't know the statistics for sure, but I would say it's probably the 23 would be next. At least as far as my sales go with my customers. I've sold a ton of 27s, a ton of 25s, and a few, you know, 23s, and I could count on one hand the 28s I've sold. Oddly, this like past 2 or 3 months, I've sold a bunch of 28s, but and I don't even know why. That just kind of happened. But no, we don't have a 28 here right now to be able to show. But I'd be curious to see what you thought of it with the sofa across the front. But with these 3 floor plans, if you asked me to pick one to buy, it'd probably be the 27. Now, if I looked at the price, it'd probably be the 23.
Yeah.
But we got a camper, so we don't have to worry about that.
Exactly.
Well, if you have any questions about these 3 campers, the 23 foot, the 25 foot, or the 27 foot, my contact information will be down there in the description. Feel free to reach out or come by the store here at Airstream of Greensboro. You guys tell us in the comments which floor plan was your favorite. And I mean, if you have an Airstream, tell us which Airstream you have and why you decided to get that Airstream versus any of the other floor plans. And I do know some of you out there, because my customers, have the 28, so you could talk about that if you would like to. You have anything you want to say?
No, I think we wrapped it all up.
We've wrapped it all up. So in that, you guys live riveted. We'll talk soon. Thanks. Bye.